Cancer, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week going from the 12th through to the 18th of June. Joyous June, as I've been calling it in the monthly readings. So have you been joyous? It seemed to be like a learning curve. Hang on a second. It seemed to be like a learning curve to how to be joyous in life, basically. That's what seems to be on the cards for a lot of people the last week. So what's coming up in this coming week here for you on your overall energies? You get the Two of Wands. We're coming very close to your birthday season now, and it is the planning. The devil's in the detail. It's planning your future. It's knowing that the world is at your feet in a way, or you have the world in your hands. And that's what the overall energy is trying to encourage within you at the moment. It's trying to encourage you to put the final details of what you want to be experiencing in this coming year after your birthday season. Okay, and it could well be the energy here is also could be on travel as well. So it could be asking you to move. Being ready to move more than anything else. On your relationship side here, on your karmic mission, you have the Three of Pentacles. Good quality work, good connection with other people in relationships. I think this is more to do with sort of family and friends rather than your partner. It could well be the fact that you work with your partner. But it's also just knowing who you are, knowing your capabilities in a way in regards to your relationships, and therefore, not asking stuff of yourself that you're not possible, that you can't give. Some people are good at maths, other people are good at English, or literature. You may not, if you're good at, say, like literature, and you're trying to be an accountant, maybe that's not a good idea. So within your relationships here is recognizing the good qualities within you. I think you should recognize that. And this part and parcel of your planning of your future is recognizing your strengths within your emotions, within your relationships around you, will allow you to actually build on something very, very concrete going forward. The Magician, the starting of something new. The Magician has all the elements on his table. So he has the cup, he has the sword, he has the wand, and he has the pentacle on his table. So he has all the possibilities. How that, the Magician combines it all together will make for great relationships. And you can manifest what you want because you have this sense of knowing who you are and what you want, or knowing of what you can give and what you can't give within a relationship. And all of a sudden the universe can understand that, can see that clearly. And you're in this process of manifesting your future relationships in accordance with the environment that is around you. Your guides, how your past guides trying to influence you, you've got the Star card, dreams and aspirations. I wouldn't think small, I would think big in regards to your relationships. I would really go for the highest of highs, the ultimate, the beautiful relationships that you can have, the ultimate relationships that you can have with someone else. Search that from within you, and that's what should be, coming through you in your past, and how it's sort of like how you manifest your future. The ingredient that is missing from that table is those dreams and aspirations, and that's what sort of, that already, I think, within you. And knowing that within you, you will be able to enact that in your life, or integrate it in your life, or manifest it in your life, basically. How's your future self sort of talking to you. Page of Swords. I always say for the pages, basically the pages, the role of the page is to learn to be a knight, basically. And in order to learn that, you have to open new pathways. That's what the page does. And then the knight comes in and secures the pathway. So the Page of Swords is ideas and converting those ideas into reality. So at the moment, you might have lots of ideas that are running through your mind or through your spirit, and sort of saying, actually, I'd like the relationship with my family to be like this, or I'd like my relationship with my friends to be like this, or I'd like this personal relationship with another person to be like this. And how are you going to enact those ideas? And that's where the overall energy and the Two of Wands comes into play. You've got to be in it to win it, in a way. I think this is a lot of planning and a lot of reflection on your side here. There doesn't seem to be, there's no Ace of Cups, there's no Two of Cups, there's no Four of Wands, there's no Hierophant, there's no unification at the moment. It's all about the potential this week here, and realizing the potential that you do have within you, and it comes from within you. And it seems like that most people are getting, most signs are getting that at the moment. They're getting, this week seems to be a week of preparation more than anything else, for you and for everything that is around you, and certainly within your relationships. The possibilities are there, and it's only you who set the limits upon your possibilities. What's going on your material front, on your job front, on your business, on your projects? You've got the devil. Everybody's getting the devil. I haven't seen a sign that hasn't had the devil yet. Yeah, I haven't seen one sign that hasn't had the devil. Maybe it's Scorpio that I did earlier on, that may not have had it, but the majority of signs has had the devil, and it is the devil's in the detail. And also, this is your material front, this is your job front. Maybe it's a case that you were in a job, or you're in a job that is very restrictive, almost controlling, obsessive, so therefore it takes up a lot of your time and everything like that. That's a possibility that needs to be looked at and realized. There's also the devil doesn't lie. He can't lie. That's the thing with the devil. You can only tell the truth. So here is basically being truthful to yourself about your career, about your business or your projects. Being true to you, understanding the truth that is within you. It could also be that you might be a little bit obsessive about your work, obsessive about your projects. That is a possibility, and you may need to be wary of that. But the devil's in the detail. I'll come back to that, the devil's in the detail, because it's the Two of Wands which is now flashing at me, and it's all about planning and preparation. And the devil is also the light bearer, so he brings you in these the light, which shows you a lot more to your karmic path than the most other cards. It helps you to realize the possibilities that is around you, that may tempt you off your path. So here, I think here is on your material side, the karmic message here is see the truths for what they are. Do not live your life under the illusions in regards to your business, your projects, and your career path, basically. How's the universe influencing you? You have the Seven of Pentacles. Nurturing those truths, nurturing that pathway. That's what the universe is trying to encourage you here. I think they're also sort of saying to you, with the planning, with that Two of Wands that come into it as well, I think the universe is sort of saying here as well, take your time to create this career path, this promotion, or this business, or this project within your life, regardless of what the project is. On the material front, it's taking your time and nurturing it, putting in things one after the other, realizing that you've got to feed your career path or your business and your projects in order to get the best success out of it. I've got a particular bird there up here that has been very vocal, and now I'm speaking about him. Here he goes. I think it's a blackbird. But yes, a real messenger coming in for you. Yeah, nurturing your path going forward. The universe is encouraging you to do that. And when you plan, it not only does it become a lot clearer for you, but it becomes a lot clearer for the universe. The universe knows how to interact with you, knows how to give you the best, basically. Let's just see how your past guides are trying to influence you. You got the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is healthy boundaries. I think this is where there's a possibility where you've got a new, you're starting a new project, or you're starting a new business, or you're changing your career. You're changing your job, or you're the company that you work for, and here is sort of like your past is sort of saying to you what you've done in the past. Realize that there's certain things that you may not want to continue doing, and those will be those healthy boundaries that stop you from repeating things that may not allow you to get a profit from life the best you could, and not get the best out of life, basically. So the more that you can actually engage yourself with life, the better life will be. And realizing from your paths what things worked and what things didn't work, basically, for you. Let's just see how your future self is calling to you. Temperance. I think patience is the key of the moment here for you. As I said, there's huge amounts of potential within you, and that's what the Temperance card is as well. And I think this is where you've got to take your time this is where the universe is influencing you as well. With the Seven of Pentacles, it's step after step. It's taking your time in this whole sort of process, being very patient about life as you go forward, getting ready to enact as you go forward. But it may not be the moment to do it this week. It's the moment to see those home truths, have those healthy boundaries in place, so you can get the best out of life, basically. It's all about planning this week. There's a lot of planning going on both sides, material and on your relationship side. And the overall outcome is the Hermit. The Hermit card, yes, it can be a case of being a little bit withdrawn from the world that is around you. That is a real possibility. But there is also the Hermit card the Hermit card has gone up the mountain, and those mountains can be obstacles in your life, but they can also be your objectives in your lives. And in order to get to the top of the mountain, the Hermit has had to go all the way around, so that the Hermit sees every side of that mountain. He sees every side of that spirit. So he sees not only the sunny side, but also the shadow side of oneself, the shadow side of the objectives, or the shadow side of the obstacles that they have to get through. And once you get to the top of this, and once you come to the pinnacle of the understanding within you of what you want out of life, that's when the Hermit can then use that experience, that going up the mountain, in order to propel himself just that little bit further, to pluck that star out of the sky, that dream and that aspirations out of the sky, in order to apply that within their life, in order to get the best out of life, basically. So let's just see what we got in the clarifications with the Light Seers card. Let's just go straight on with the Two of Wands. With the Two of Wands, you get the King, Ten of Cups. The thing is with the Ten of Cups is it's happiness after difficulty, and you can see this little barrier here, and I think that ties into that Nine of Wands, basically. That little barrier there is having to go through those difficulties, setting up those healthy boundaries in order for you to be joyous as you go forward. And that takes planning, that takes organization. And this is what's going to be running through you this week. And most people have had it. Let's just see what's going on with the Three of Pentacles. You get the Sun, happiness. That could well be your quality of being happy. You know what it's like. When you're happy, the world, you know, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. It's the same thing. You know, that's exactly what's going on here. Realizing your quality, I think, when you realize your quality within you, then that's what you will expect within your relationships. And that's what you can start manifesting. With the Magician, you get the Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. You are creating something that's passionate within your relationships, because you're realizing your happiness that is within you. That Star card, by the way, is what the Hermit has got in his lantern. I've just realized that as well. That star that is in that lantern is that Hermit. It's also that sun that is within his lantern. And this is what should be your guiding star at the moment. And as you go and you start creating something new, and that's what the manifestation is all about. And the universe is encouraging you to do that. It's encouraging you to be passionate about your relationships, letting things go, allowing your heart to shine, expressing your emotions, you know, being out there, taking a chance in a way. With the Star card, you get the Hermit. Not the Hermit, the Hierophant. I love the Hierophant. It's one of my most favourite cards. The thing is with the Hierophant, that stairwell there leads to that star, which it's clarifying. So the Hierophant is like a teacher, and the teacher has understood that each of those steps leading to that star is a physical act which he needs to do in order to touch his goals, his dreams, his aspirations, that star and that happiness, because he's smiling like anything there. And that happiness, or that sun, should be that overriding energy within you as you go forward. What's going on with the Page of Swords? What are these ideas that are sort of culminating within your spirit to create a new way of being, within your relationships? You get the Knight of Swords. What did I say about the Page of Swords becoming the Knight of Swords? This is exactly it. You're opening that pathway to a call to mission, to being who you should be, basically. And that is converting it within you. You're manifesting this within you. You're manifesting this beautiful energy and this beautiful pathway in your relationships that is around you. And it's coming through your ideals of how you would want your relationships to be. On your material side, you get the Devil, you get the Four of Cups. Don't look to the past, look to the future, I think is really important here. Yeah, you might have had complications in the past in regards to your job, your business and your projects. But you do, you know, that's what the Three of Cups is all about. Those Three of Cups have wasted, they're done. But she has that Ace of Cups in her hand over there, and it's been gifted to her. And once you realize that, and I think that's what the truth is all about for you in regards to your material life at the moment. These truths that come through you is going to make you see things very clearly, and you should head towards your future and don't dwell in the past, basically. How's the universe influencing you with this Seven of Pentacles? You have the Empress card. Create something new. Being in control of your emotions. So you do not just go shooting off in a direction and following your emotions in your material path. Here you'll have control over your emotions, and you're nurturing the new world that you are creating. You're creating something new, and the universe is encouraging you to do this. With the Nine of Wands, you get the Five of Cups. It's very similar to the Four of Cups here. This is like disappointment in the path. These are the Three Cups that are wasted. You're toying with continuing on, and I would let go of that and then take that one cup that you have in your hand, and then you can turn around, and if you turn around, you'll see that there is actual pathway to go forward. And these are part of those healthy boundaries, that realization of the things that created disappointment for you in the past, so you don't have that disappointment going forward in the future. Let me just pick up these cards here, because there's way too many to interpret. Yes, so yeah, I think this is it. Look to the future and not the past. It doesn't have to repeat itself. And patience with yourself as you go forward. With the Temperance card, you get Page of Wands. It was the Page of Swords that you got on that side. This is all to do with opening new pathways for you. Patience with your passions as well, of how you apply your passions. We've got a little friend that may have been walking across the camera. This is one of the wonders of doing this outside. It is a little bug that's wandering around my camera at the moment, and he just walked across the lens, I think. But anyway, yeah, being patient with your passions. This is what I said as sort of like, you know, look to the future, be patient about it as you're creating something new. Don't run off in different directions. Allow your passions to be a driving force within you, sure, but don't just flip from one thing to another. I think take your time. You have a great opportunity here. And with this great opportunity, it's gonna take you time in order to sort of put the possibilities into place. What do we get with the Hermit card? We get the Six of Cups. Like with the Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. Realizing your journey of what you've done in order to get to where you are. So we got the 4, the 5, and now the 6 of Cups. So it's a very progressive journey here for you. And realizing what's been gone on in the past. You got the High Priestess at the bottom, so having a real confidence, your intuition is going to becoming a lot more sort of powerful within your life. Realizing what you've had in the past and the joyous aspects of the past in order to sort of like, you know, bring them with you into the future. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, basically. But it's one of the lessons with the Hermit card here as well. Learning about your past so you can actually engage with a future that is, you know, in accordance with who you are and what you want out of life. Not only on your relationship side, but also on your material side. On both sides of it. Okay. Yeah, I will be doing the solstice readings. They will be coming out on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Collective and your individual as well. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you got the best out of this reading. Yeah, thank you very much for your support for this channel. Liking, sharing, you know, commenting, everything. It does help out with the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that. Yes, thank you very much for being here. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.